Hey Johnny, how you doing? Good morning from my end. Good afternoon your end. What time is it over there? Probably about 3 p.m. Hey Michael Taylor, happy Thanksgiving. Hey Sam, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Good morning, Tammy. Happy Thanksgiving. How many Canadians are here? Wishing all my Canadian brothers and sisters a happy Thanksgiving. Americans celebrate theirs in November. Hey Sally, good morning. Sally, where you been? My life, good morning. My life, thank you for the email. I really appreciated it. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more, if that's okay. Maybe we can collaborate. Let me know, okay? If you're interested, we can collaborate. Um, so let me know, my life, okay? If you say yes, then I will, I'll reach out. If you say, then I'll hold on. Hey Sam, how you? Where are you in Germany? Are you in Frankfurt, Dusseldorf? Um, I ate so much yesterday. I woke up like a stuffed chicken this morning. Heading to pick the kids up from school. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, are you gonna stay hooked, connected, or you're just gonna log off, Johnny? Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian people. Do you guys have? Do you all have Thanksgiving in your country, in Germany, or in Ireland, or Scotland, or? Okay, my life. All right. I was just thinking yesterday that maybe we could do something together on Patreon. Um, I mean, we could record it, and it'll be like a not like no camera, and we'll just record it and kind of do something like that and see where it goes. I think it's gonna be good, because what I find is that, you know how they say, in part and we prophesy in part, right? That's how crypto is. Somebody has something, you have something, and because it's all, again, it's wash, rinse, and repeat. It's Columbus Day here in the Bahamas. Yes, it's Columbus Day also in the States. I think that the banks are closed in the US today, right? So happy Columbus Day to the Americans. Yeah. You guys don't in Germany, no Thanksgiving, okay. Hey Delhi, how you doing? Delhi, where are you from? Hey John Boy, how you doing? God bless you. Welcome here, everybody. You're from Hamburg. Oh, okay. I put the hamburger there. Oh my God. Is there anybody here from Dallas or Houston or I'll be back in Houston November 6th to 9. So I believe we have like 4 seats left. So anybody wants to grab that one, send me an email if you're interested in joining us. Family is from Australia and people don't celebrate Thanksgiving Day or Halloween. Isn't that big? They have a lot of things to look at. One of the countries on my bucket list that I'd like to visit is Australia. Hey Delhi, you're from Montreal. Bonjour, ça va? Est-ce que vous avez d'argent? Hey, bonjour, monsieur. Fireside Grace is in the house. Somebody welcome Prophet Robin Cunningham. Say a big welcome to him. Say welcome. Yeah, he's taught me some amazing things, some good things, and I talk to him regularly. He's one of those few ones that I really respect, and when people attack the prophets, I don't like it because I know how that feels. God bless you, Brother Robin. LOL. Man, that video about the dogs was something else. That's awesome. It's so wow. The dog video. You could actually have your own radio station. You know, maybe I should show it on my channel. Should I? Yeah, I think I should. It's a public. It's a public. It's a public video, right? Prophet Robin's wife has. They have a dog training thing that they do. So where they're out, maybe when we do an interview next time, because we've been wanting to do something like that, or like a AMA, ask me any question kind of thing. Then ask me anything. We might just, yeah, we might just show that video. I really, really loved it. It was so nicely done, so professional. Yeah. Do you want to post the link? I can just share it, because I know when I'm on camera, I become like I don't know how to find. I'm not that good. I do find things, but the dog whisperer prophet. Oh, that video was so cool. If you're a dog lover, these guys, they nailed it. They just nailed it. Yeah. If you have the link and you sent it to me, I'll just airdrop it right now. Oh, hold on. I think I have it on my, yeah, I do have it here. Let's see if we can watch this thing here. Hold on. I should be able to airdrop it. Cryptcoin, I haven't researched it, but Prophet Joel has been talking about it, and as you know, he's got a good track record, right? So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go say, oh, for me personally, I actually bought into crepe. They call it crepe, right? I did buy into crepe, and what I did was I used some of the profits and to buy back into WikiCat. I do believe that if you spread yourself thin, it's not really the best, because then you are now running after all of these different investments here and there. So that's what I did, right? So I'm not sure what you would want to do, but that's what I did. Okay, I think I found myself here. I'm gonna. That's the video. Okay, so how do we show it? Some of you might have seen my video that just came out. So I did a video where I was talking about the need for people to learn, and I was just talking about to learn the DeFi space, and I'm telling you, that's what you need to do. Look at what happened to people who are leveraging. They got wiped out. And this, the funny thing, this happens every time, every time. And so why don't people learn? Why do they continue doing the same thing over and over and over and over again? It's because sometimes when you go, like if you go on KuCoin or any of these platforms, Mexi, they throw these things at you. They say, oh, you can get this much, you can leverage, you can do this, you can do da 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 da, all this and that and that. But what happens is people don't understand that the person giving you the money, the Bible says that the borrower is always servant to the lender. Oh my God, Taylor. Delhi says, I'm tired of Canada. I really hope Crepe is going to do good this last quarter of 2025. What they're calling for is an early first quarter of next year. But I think it's going to be good. Did you hold WikiCat? What platform can I use to have a radio station? I was trying to open a radio station a while back, but are you thinking of an online radio station? And that was like 12 years ago. Then I gave up on it. So is Prophet Robin still on here? I'm going to tell you about the dog video that I watched that I really, really liked. So this is their company. Those of you who follow Prophet Robin, this is something that they're doing right now. So I'm going to share it. I really enjoyed it.
7 months old, cute as a teddy bear, sweet as a 7 months old, cute as a teddy.
So this is Marigold, okay? You guys enjoy.
Is Marigold. 7 months old, cute as a teddy bear, sweet as a cinnamon roll, and about as calm as a double espresso. When she first came here, she had real big feelings about other dogs. I mean, like, she'd see another pup and suddenly turn to a full-on Wheaton WWE wrestler. You want to go, Karen? Huh? You want to go? We can go right now. But here's the thing. Underneath that sass and sparkle, Marigold is pure gold. She's the kind of dog that'll bark at a stranger 1 second and then melt into their arms the next second. Yeah, she's dramatic. She was high energy, and she had the attention span of a squirrel at a fireworks show. But when she loves you, she really loves you. And somewhere in between the zoomies, the sass, and the barking at literally everyone that she discovered, she found her confidence, calm, and a whole lot of heart. And trust me, you're going to want to see this little diva mature into the beautiful dog that she is right now. Because when Marigold decides that she's done being dramatic, miracles happen.
Wow. I can't
Before
believe
training,
my dog to you.
Marigold has her
It's so
own priorities. For
inappropriate.
example, we would say, sit, and she would say, did you say, yeah, I think you get the picture, huh? This is who Marigold was before. She just had her own priorities, and she just wanted to do what she wanted to do. Like, oh, you want me to sit? Oh, no. Place? Whose place? Mine? Yours? Come sit. How about no stand?
Hey, Sonny.
Down? Yeah, of course I'll walk around. That's what you meant, right? Walk around. Heel? No thank you. I think I'd rather smell this spot than listen to you and do a heel. But nice try, though. Look how far she's come. The same dog who once thought that sit meant something else completely. Now she can sit whenever we tell her to. She's upgraded from confused puppy to canine fitness instructor. And just watch. Right after this clip, she's going to be doing puppy push-ups like a pro. Distractions? Doesn't matter. Birds, squirrel, mailman, nothing will break her focus. This girl's got discipline and glutes of steel. So yeah, the dog who wants that sit meant something else completely is now the queen of composure. Marigold doesn't just sit, she owns the sit.
Yes, sit. Yes, down. Yes.
Before training, if Marigold saw another dog or decided she didn't want to do a command, she would give up. If she saw another dog, she would start to go at. We did a little training, so we did some work on that. I think it's time for a montage! Come on, this is my first montage, so just drop a comment and let me know that this montage was epic. Alright, let's slow things down a little bit and break this down here. What you're seeing right now is I'm actually telling her to down in motion. So while she's getting up, running to me, I tell her down, and you can see she drops right to the ground and does a perfect down. But do you remember the previous?
So I'm going to stop it because I want you to go watch when he uploads it. I don't even know. I didn't hear from Prophet Robin, but I showed it anyway because I really enjoyed the video. Because you know, when you have dogs, and my dog would always go over to the neighbors, doesn't ever listen, you know. So, but which one is that? No, which video? You can put the link. Let me see. I want to learn the DeFi space. Okay, you joined the Patreon. Wow, that's cool. Thank you so much. Sonny, you were talking about that you had Skype cast. I'll thank you after watching it. You know, you sure about that? Send me the link. How many minutes is it though? Because I can't just show somebody else's video just anyhow on YouTube. I've got to be careful. I have to see the video. I can't just take a suggestion from you and throw it up. I have to look at the video and see what if they allow remixing. Some people load a video, upload a video, and they put restrictions on it. So I don't want my channel limited by YouTube. So please, guys, understand. When you come on here, people sometimes tell me, do this. Somebody told me the other day, put this up, put this up. I have to also really watch it. The only reason why I put this video up is because Robin was on here and he's my friend. He sent it to me earlier on. You see what I mean? So Yeah, so I've got to look at each video before I use a video. I've got to go and check what the video, the content creator, the what they allow and what they don't allow. Some people don't want you to. No, I don't know Pogino. I've heard about it, but some people don't want you to use their videos on your site. They would report you. Your channel can be downgraded. YouTube can come, but you can send the link to me and I can watch it. Then I'll check the stuff. If they don't have a problem with people reusing their video, then I can show it to others, right? So that's usually sometimes people just go, they use a video and they get into trouble. Oh, good. Robin said I could do that. Okay, good. All right. Yeah. Sam says, does anyone know when WikiCat will pump? How would anyone know? Did anyone know when that crash would happen? I don't think anybody knows anything. I don't think anybody knows anything. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know. Like, why would you be asking me about Pog Inu? Oh, okay, maybe you're asking everybody else. See, this is what I'll tell you to do. Do your own research. Go and research the coins that you're interested in. There is usually a white paper. There's a website. There's a Telegram group most of the time. They would also have an X group. Go there, find out about this crypto that you're interested in. What are they doing? Do they have any utility? Do they have a strong community behind them? Right? Those are things you do. The reason why I invested in WikiCat had about, when I got on, there were about 40,000 holders. As we speak right now, there's over 140,000 holders, and that thing is going to go to 200 in a short holders. So these are all the things you have to look at. Who is the person that motivated alpha? So those are all the things you have to learn how to spot deals, good opportunities, and all of that. Don't just go. There are many people now who are discouraged. They say the prophetic coins they are holding, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening, and they're discouraged about prophecy. Prophecy is given to you so that you can war a good warfare. First Timothy 1:18. The prophecies that went before you are that you might by them war a good warfare. Do I think WikiCat's price of 0.001 is delusional? I'm not going to comment on that. I said do your research. Don't farm comments and then you run with what I said. You've got to know how to do this thing. It's not enough to say, do you think it's this? Do you think is that? Do you think is this? Listen, WikiCat has a let me tell you something. WikiCat has a supply of 580 something trillion. So which means if the price gets to 0.001, ask yourself, what will the market cap be? Now, market cap does not apply to commodities. I know that. But you have to also ask yourself, what would cause that to happen? So know this so that you can then have a plan. For example, if WikiCat is going to go to 0.001, and I just said, oh, I think it's a good idea. Then you run on that. You see, on what basis did I say it's not delusional or is delusional? Like, I don't operate on the basis of delusional or not delusional. If I'm using the word delusional there to ask me a question in crypto is already is problematic because it shows that you're not weighting the different. You're not conceptual in your approach. You have to learn how to look at crypto. Because I'm telling you, this is what I've been saying on my channel here. Many people are going to get wrecked because they're not learning crypto. Let me tell you the secret, in my opinion, to crypto wealth. Hold, use money that is spare money, or if you take a loan, make sure that it's a loan that you can afford. But don't take a loan on crypto until you truly know that crypto that you are investing in. For example, there are people who have borrowed money to buy XRP. They did 3 years ago. It's paid off. Why? Because XRP has done a 7x, 10x, 12x since they bought it. Some people bought at 30 cents. My daughter bought her first XRP at about 33 cents. At today's price, she's in profit. Yeah, then you should ask the question as suggestions. Your question, I'm reading your question. I'm reading what you wrote, right? If you say, does anyone know when WikiCat will pump? That's like that's like looking for a needle in a haystack. But if you say, like, how do you know, what do you know about crypto? How long have you been in crypto? Like, this is where I'm getting at, right? I'm trying to help you here. So I'm here, AH for truth. I'm trying to give people direction and helping them. Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. Yes, I do hold BNB Tiger. Why do you ask? Are you going to ask me now what I think the price is going to be? I can't tell you that. What I can tell you is have a plan. If you hold BNB Tiger, so let me give you an example. I had Crepe. I think Crepe is going to do very well. But when my Crepe had gone up by 5 times, I sold it. It wasn't a lot of money. It was only $75. If it was a lot, I won't tell you. So then I took it and I put it into WikiCat, and I'm comfortable that way. If I miss the pump on Crepe, I'm good because a lot of cryptos are going to pump at the same time, and some will pump after others, and some will pump before others. You see what I'm saying? So what is the best websites that let you take out loans for crypto? Um, it depends. You have to be in the DeFi space to enjoy that. So you have to learn DeFi, the decentralized finance, or you just go to Nexo. If you're in Europe, you can use Nexo. Give Nexo your money, they'll give you 12%. But you have to have about 300,000 USDT. I don't know if they've changed it, but I've shown you that before. You also go to Cropty. Cropty will give you money, Cropty loans. They'll give you money on your XRP, XDC. But I wouldn't do that now. Be very careful with that. But the most recent one is the F assets, Flare assets. If you can learn how to do that, I'm going to teach that on my Patreon. But but it's not just Flare assets. There's the DAG protocol. There is Proton XPR, and there's so many other opportunities in the DeFi space. It's massive. Remember, I told you in 2022, the Lord spoke to me and said that the world will discover money that doesn't end. It's like this peace deal of Donald Trump, this going to the Middle East and the peace deal, and this is it's like, we can do this on ourselves. So the world will believe that they don't need a God, they don't need anybody else. We can do this on ourselves. We've created things. We have the DNA of the creator in us. So we create things. We do all these things. And so pride comes into our hearts thinking, oh, we don't need any of this. Exactly, Delhi. So we need to seek the wisdom of God. Why do I sell? Motivated Alpha. You see the question now. Why did I sell? Because I chose to sell. I know it will go very well, but I want to. Again, how much did I have there? Was I willing to put more money? You don't know my plans. You don't know what I hold. You don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why I don't talk in public about all these things. So somebody says, "Oh, why did you sell? Oh, you should have hold it. Do you know it's going to get to $1?" Okay, so do you know what I hold is going to get to $1,000? Do you know what I hold is going to get to $300? Like, you don't talk like that. You don't have any idea what people's plans are. So I'm not going to tell you why did you sell. I'm just going to, if you make a decision to sell, that's your decision, right? And put the money into another asset that I have that I do believe is going to do very well. So Crip will do well. I encourage people to get into Crip, but I put some money into Crip and I had a plan. But at a point, I'm like, okay, I have all these ions here. Let me clean up and focus on some. So I've asked you, do you have Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to go to 150,000? Yes. In the next little while, it's going to shoot up. And so everything will go up with Bitcoin. So where do you want to be? Do you want to put $50 in 7 different places? Or you want to put $500 in, oh sorry, $500, $50 in 10 different places, or you want to put 250 in 2 solid projects and let them go up, because then you have less to manage, you have less to worry about. No, it's just like when you ask questions, why did I sell? Like, what? That's none of your business. I can sell. I've been doing this thing for a long time. You have no idea what I'm doing. I'm taking one and putting it into another, and I'm very satisfied with what I did because I increased my bags on WikiCat. So I've seen people they will have $100 here, it gets to 150. There's a prophecy about this coin, so they run there. But while they are doing all of that selling, they are also losing money, right? And then they wonder, oh, how come? But I had this much here. How come is this? You have to understand the ecosystem too. If you don't hold long enough and you're just selling, you also be losing money. So, Michael Taylor, yeah, you gotta get into the DeFi space. Um, you can, once you do that, you'll be able to do. BNB will be good. BNB is going to be massive. There's other things about BNB. Hey, how you doing? If we want to do well in the space, we must be courageous and patient and believe in the projects we're holding, no matter what the market is doing. Exactly, exactly. We have to be. I'm going to put this up. Good morning. If we want to do well in the space, we must be courageous and patient and believe in the projects we're holding, no matter what the market is doing. I like that one. I like that one. That's really good. Yeah. Motivated Alpha said, with God's will, BNB Tiger will reach one. Said, yeah, that would be a good one. Michael Taylor says, that's pretty smart. Selling one coin to get two. Actually, let me just put the comments on here so that people can share in what people are saying. Give me a second, guys. So, okay, you guys can see. There you go. Okay. Wikicat price by the next bull run will be super good. I think so. I really think so. I was able to get the platforms using AI. Awesome. Which one? Which one do you have right now? Do you hold new or old BNB Tiger? Old. Old. I didn't touch the new one. I think the new one is going to have some serious problems because there's a lot of credibility issues there, and the community is staying with the old one. So it's going to be. I think so. That's just my thought. I'm waiting for the comments before I dive into something else. So for those of you asking about loans, let me show you again. This is what I showed people way back in November or December. I showed you this one, but I don't use them. I'm just giving the information out. Please, this is not financial advice. This is not. They are using DeFi to do. Okay, so they are using DeFi to do this. My today, so if your credit against it, join 35,000 people who have borrowed over $1 million from us. So borrow now. So if you click on here, you go to the crypto you want to use. I'm not sure why my internet is very slow. So you can see. Let me just hide this chart overlay for a second here, and let's look at what I'm trying to show you here. So this is CropT. This is a wallet. So you can earn, you can lend, you can do whatever. So just go to cropt.io. Now I don't suggest that you borrow here because they are working off the back of decentralized finance, I believe, also to give people these loans. So you can use your XRP, but I would not do this. I wouldn't use my XRP to get a loan from CropT. So but the good news is that some of these cryptos are going to be so valuable, right? They're going to be so valuable that you would be amazed at how much you can use. So you'll read about it. Yeah, just go here, and then the next one would be Nexo. I've shared this with you before on my, but there's other options that I'm not going to get into it here. What I'm finding is that the more you give information out right now, the more that so here borrow. So this is the Nexo is a bank, but it's all crypto. Personal. If you're in Europe, it works for you. They are no longer Biden kicked them out of America and the US. So yeah. So go to Nexo and you get all the information you want. Let me see. I was able to get. I don't agree with you. I don't trust the new BNB project. I call it the Judas project. You meant BNB Tiger. Tiger Inu, yes. Yeah. Yeah, so just learn. Don't rush to do anything. So their interests are high, but I prefer DeFi settings. And let me tell you why I'm not doing any of that stuff on here. What I'm finding is that your channels are being limited. I don't know why. Whenever I do some things and I share some information, I get a lot of high bot attack. That's why I prefer to now be on Patreon. Like even the members group that I have on YouTube is it's I haven't been able to do much on there, but it's great. But I would rather just do it all. I've talked to some people who use Patreon. I didn't want to spread myself here and there, but I see the value in being on another platform and doing things on there than being here. And trying to put everything on here, because it's convenient. Sometimes it's inconvenient. So go look for my Patreon. It's AH for Truth. You'll find me there and join the Patreon because things are going to get very cool on there as well. I'm still on YouTube. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know. This morning I was talking to somebody on X and he's going to be checking out my channel. I hope he allows me to do an interview with him at some point. Is a very famous guy, and I'm not going to say who he is, but we're having conversations and very respectfully. But it'll be great to do some of those things on here. But it's all about crypto. I mean, the younger generation, they're going to run with this thing. Some of us, we're here, in our 50s, we're doing crypto. It's interesting, but you have to at least prepare yourself for what is coming. I wanted to show you something yesterday that is very important. It has to do with retirement. So if you are in your 50s or even if you are 45, I want to show you something that I feel people are not really preparing for. They don't. A lot of people are not even aware of how things are changing so rapidly. So let me see. I'll open up my iCloud here and see if I can grab this quickly because there is yeah, it's here. Let me open it up. Please give me a minute. Okay. I've been telling you for a while now about how retirement funds will not be there. I don't know. So let me share this. How many of you are still here? Okay, thank God I see people. I know I'm not as I'm not jumping up and down on the channel as I would usually do and get excited, but bear with me. It's Thanksgiving morning. I'm relaxing and just taking it easy. Be careful from interviews. What do you mean about interviews? Why do you put it in capital, Michael Taylor? Why are you doing that? Just write to me normally. Don't don't scream at me. No, 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 no. Can you just take it easy? Can you take it easy? You think at my age I'll be jumping on anything? Do you know how many emails I get? You know how many emails I get? You know how many offers I've had from exchanges since I had 5,000 subscribers? Financial offers that I've turned down. So many. Even a company offered me a cold wallet. So don't jump to advice. I don't like that stuff. Just listen to me. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I've interviewed this guy who has that crypto coin Agape. I've interviewed Prophet Robin. I've interviewed Keith. Look at the people I've interviewed in the past. So what makes you think haven't you seen my demeanor on here? What makes you think I'll just jump out and go and bring somebody that will drain my or your wallet or anybody's wallet? Yeah, so don't be in a hurry to judge. Let me let me finish. When I tell you who it is, then you might say, oh, okay. All right, let me show you this thing, guys. So please don't write me in capitals. You're screaming at me. I don't like it.
You have a darkening economic situation. Inflation is a lot more persistent than anybody thought it was going to be. The government's ability to borrow, issuing gilts, becoming more and more expensive with almost every week that goes by. But here's my problem with it. You know, 2 Fridays ago, I got my pension statement through. I looked through it, and it said from 2027 that this pension pot of mine will be subject to inheritance tax. And I thought, why the hell did I bother? Why did I bother all through the 90s and the early noughties to put money aside every year? Didn't buy new cars, didn't go to Barbados. I put the money aside thinking not only is it a pension for me, but if I drop down dead, it's money for the family. And I think if they were to do these things in this budget, it is a direct attack on thrift, a direct attack on saving. And people think, the hell with it, we'll spend it all down the pub or elsewhere, and when we get old, the state will simply look after us. It strikes me that we do have a darkening economic situation. Inflation is a lot more persistent than anybody thought it was going to be. The government's ability to borrow, issuing gilts, becoming more and more expensive with almost every week that goes by. But here's my problem with it. You know, 2 Fridays ago, I got my pension statement through. I looked through it, and it said from 2027 that this pension pot of mine will be subject to inheritance tax.
Okay. So you heard that, right, guys? Hey, born again Carlos. You heard that? So this is Nigel Farage in the UK, and he's not lying. He's telling you that by 2027, his pension will be subject to inheritance tax. Now, you got to research this, okay? But I'm still researching that. Don't you think that in all of the Commonwealth countries like the Canada, this is what's going to come, right? So here is the, yeah, thank you, Michael. It's okay. So here's the thing is, just tell me, but when you put in capitals, like, I mean, you remember when you told me to go and check a YouTube, say posted YouTube, I said, hey, there's a process. I can, the one I posted was from a friend who sent it to my phone, and I asked him if I could do it. But when you go, I explained the reality of what we go through on here. So somebody can actually shut down your whole channel with a legal claim just because you use their video. So you got to be very careful. There's a lot of intricacies, that, especially when you're a partner YouTube program and they give you earn money from it. It gets very, very, it can be messy. All right. So, but the capital thing is just like, just tell me what you feel and, have a conversation. All right. So people who are looking forward to their pension, this is why investing in crypto is very important, because it's not going to be enough. That's all I want to say. It's not going to be enough, my friends. So we gotta be careful. So putting for me, I don't know any other thing right now that you can put $1,000 in, 2,000, 5,000 in. I had a retirement savings account, RSP. That's what they call it in Canada. My first XRP, hey, P Verite, my first XRP was $1.06. If you go talk to Crypto Night, his first XRP was $1.06. Some of you, your first XRP was at $3, $2, because you didn't know. That's what you met it at, and you bought it. Hold it in a cold wallet. Don't get rid of it, in my own opinion. Don't sell on a red. These things are going to shoot up. In fact, I think that with Trump coming back to the States, there's going to be, has he left the Middle East? I don't know. But America is going to adopt crypto very quickly. Now, will there be another downturn like what we saw recently? Yes. Why? Because there are always people who are rug pulling. There's always people who are leveraging. But see, the people who lost money in the last couple of days are those who are leveraging. If you didn't sell, if you didn't leverage your money, you're fine. It's where it's at. Just leave it there. It's a correction. It came down from $3.66, that's XRP, went all the way down to $2.99, then came to $2.48, then and all that. Where it is right now is about $2.50. So It's until you sell, and if you sell on a red, then you lose. Okay. Hi Nixon, how you doing? What are your thoughts about using Caleb and Brown? I've used Caleb and Brown until they were kicked out of Canada by our government, not approving them fully, so they had to leave. So I enjoyed using them, but I would not put everything with anybody. If I have 2,000, I can put 500 with Caleb and Brown. Excuse me, if I intend to take profit. Also, if you have XRP and you don't intend to ever sell your XRP, which the way it's looking right now, people who are holding XRP, honestly speaking, if you have anything above 5,000 XRP and you are patient, 3,000 XRP, 2,000 XRP, and you are patient, I don't think you would ever have to sell it. I don't think so. This is just my personal opinion, because if you look at a $750 price for XRP alone, and you have 5,000 of them, how much do you think that would come to? Look at BNB. BNB today is at $1,200. And somebody was saying, Professor Gabriel was saying that he believes it will go to $2,200 for one this week or next week. So think about it. What is BNB? BNB coin is for the BNB ecosystem. So as trades are happening, it's going up and up. As there's a lot of activity. The meme coins are doing very well. So it's flying. But so if you hold your money in BNB for a week, you may be seeing that you're almost doubling your money by 800, 700, or 900%. But so if BNB can do that, what do you think would happen to a utility coin that will be adopted by banks, adopted by XLM, XRP, HBAR, Cardano, Algorand, Corium, XPR, Proton? These are, did I miss anything? Quant, that's where you should be focusing your attention. And the meme coins that are going to accelerate your ability to jump on those. Some people have $1,000 in meme coin that will become 100,000 over the next couple of weeks and months. Yes, sir. I believe so. Yeah, BNB will be. Oh, you think 8 to 9? There you go. Anything can happen because there's a lot of activity on BNB. There's a lot of activity on BNB. So my son he sold a little bit of his WikiCat, held it in BNB. By the time he went to buy the computer, he wanted to buy a very powerful computer. The thing there was much more money in it for him because he held it in BNB. I've answered you about Caleb and Brown. I have answered your audacious fate. I said I used them and I had no problems with them. My wife had no problem. We're both using them. We had different accounts with them, and I also had my organization's account with them. But when the government of Canada kicked them out, we had to, they didn't approve them fully. So they are in the States, and I have no problem with them. But here's the point. I would not put everything with one broker. I would rather, my primary place would be my cold wallet for now until regulations are very clear and we can read what the regulations are. But Caleb and Brown are based in Australia, and Australia has the strictest of banking rules in the Commonwealth. There's no country that has strict banking rules like Australia. Their KYC is top notch, followed by the United Kingdom and then Canada. Canada, I wouldn't even count them as number 3 because TD Bank, Bank of Montreal, all of these banks are getting judgments for money laundering, particularly TD Bank recently. Bank of Montreal had a 300 million judgment on them last year, or was it 2023? 2023, something like that. So yes, the key is to be patient. Hold on, I gotta open the door for my daughter. Did you see Samuel? No. Oh, he might maybe put the dog out and lock the door. I think he has his collar on him. My life, you're still in the room. I almost asked if you were there, but I was like, I thought you were gone. Yes, self-custody is the safest option for now. That's my honest opinion. I'm with you on that, and I'm glad that we share the same opinion. Quite a number of us on this channel, because when you really look at it, an exchange can do whatever they want. They can hold your money, they can keep, and you see, it's not fun, right? For them to hold your $2,000 and not release it. Can you imagine that 2,000 becoming 250K? Yes, yeah. Caleb and Brown is cool with that. They can move quickly. So safe custody. And again, some of you may not have been able to buy the dip. It's okay. You have what you have. Keep going. Do what you can and leave the rest. So I would agree. By the way, I even heard that they were bought out. My life. I don't know if you heard that story too. Their entity. Now I don't know who that is. Maybe the men. So sometimes if things bought out and you still have an entity. The other thing is you can borrow money also using your assets with them. I'm sorry, not with Caleb and Brown. With some of this other brokerage. I don't know what I Trust does. I Trust Capital, but I Trust Capital I think is also good. These are well-regulated organizations already, but they are integrating crypto slowly and slowly and slowly. But you want to have a completely, I mean, a complete and clear direction with the different governments of countries, especially in the West here. So something has to be clear. Yes, I heard that too, Nixon. But I don't know the details. I've not had the time to look into it, and I don't even know if it's worth my time looking into it since I don't use them at this point. But they said that if the rules relax, they'll be back in Canada. The alternative we're giving in Canada, I don't know. I don't really know if I like their approach, because when you go on there, you see your XRP, the price you bought it, the price you're going to sell it. There's just something. It's not an exchange. Then wealth simple. You buy it and you can't move it off. No, that's not what I want. Sorry. See, in this new system, financial system, see, I want you to think like this, okay? Landlines were kicked off by cell phones, okay? Post offices were reduced to, and it just almost nothing, reduced to sending, and receiving packages, right? Now in Canada, they're on strike. They were relegated to the background by email, okay? So in this same way, we are going to see TradFi replaced by what we're now calling DeFi. So TradFi will become DeFi, just in the same way cell phones replaced landlines, typewriters were replaced by computers. And can you imagine remaining and saying, "Oh, it's typewriters we want"? Typewriters could only do one thing. They could only create a document with, in manually. Then they had the electric typewriter that moved quicker, just like the electric bike. It moved quicker. You type and it's just running, yeah. But then computers came. They did way much more than typewriters. So, and now it's been adopted worldwide. And see, the wealth that computers created were much more than anything that typewriters could have ever done. No matter how that model of typewriter was, no matter the newest model, you could even be talking to it. It does only one thing. If they had a typewriter that you could talk to, okay, blah, 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 and it was typing your documents, it could only do one thing: type and create documents for you. And then you put the document and you send it, whatever. Look at what PDF has done for the world. PDF itself is massive. At the beginning, you could download and have your own PDF suite. Now, as part of, I'm not sure if it was as part of Microsoft, as a complete suite. But now, everything is tollgate. Tollgate. If somebody creates this pen, he says, "All right, you want the pen? I'll give it to you. The ink is amazing. It's the best in the world. You pay $5 every month, and then I'll send you two every month. But it costs $1, but you pay $5 every month. It sends you two. It finishes. Everything now is people are looking to have. There's a tollgate mentality, which is in fact necessary for wealth creation. You got to have a tollgate thinking. Let as many people pass by me, and I can get a little from them. And crypto is actually a tollgate mentality. If you have a crypto that the whole world is using, even if you are getting a fraction, a tiny fraction of 1%, when 1 billion people roll through it, 1 billion transactions roll through it every day, can you imagine what will come to you. And that's what liquidity pools are about. Also, you donate, you put your not donate, you put your crypto in a liquidity pool out of which you can loan, you can also borrow. And if you borrow out of that liquidity pool, guess what? The difference between TradFi and DeFi is that in DeFi, with crypto as the what would I say, banner bearer, what happens is because I put my crypto in it. I was explaining to my youngest yesterday when I picked him up from the airport. He went to play football in another city and his team returned. I went to pick him up. And I was explaining this to him, 30-minute drive from the airport. So we're having a good conversation. And I said, the beauty of DeFi is you can put your money into the pool, right? And you can borrow 30%, 25%, 50%, in some cases, 60% of your money that is in the pool that is working, right, to fund activities within the crypto space. If somebody else comes who's not a member of that pool and he borrows money, I'm just making it as simple as possible for you to understand, okay? You don't need to get into all of the intricacies how it works, but the principle is basically that you contributed into it. So when you borrow at an interest rate that is lower than the person who borrowed to go and buy a car somewhere else. So while you are earning yield within that same ecosystem, right? And say your yield is 7%, and you borrow, and your interest rate for what you borrowed that was part of the money you put in is about, say, 4% is preferred rate. And this kind of thing is happening right now in the world because the people who are top owners of shares in all of these banks and all of these corporations, they get preferred rate. You and I don't get it. So what crypto does is that it brings a level play. There's such an inclusiveness. I like crypto inclusivity more than the other inclusivities that we hear in politics because it's actually knocking heads together. In crypto, awesome, Trokondumber, enjoy it. Who did that? So in crypto, sorry, somebody threw a shoe from upstairs. So in crypto, you get a level playing field in a sense, and crypto is accelerating wealth creation quicker. See, the 1% never cared about crypto until early this year. They started looking into it, and the top 1% are defined by people with over $11.5 million in paper assets, no real estate included. So they started looking into it. And now you see the Trump family, they're involved in crypto. It's because that's the future. And it's the future we're talking about is this weekend, today. It's yesterday, today. It's already implemented. It's being used. So TradFi is in trouble and they know it because the cat has been let out of the bag. This is the first time in history when the common folk have run ahead of TradFi. Because when I say common folk, I mean people who didn't even think they would be billionaires suddenly became multimillionaires and billionaires with crypto. Because crypto creates a product, right, that has value in it, intrinsic value from the beginning. The intrinsic value of every crypto, that's why I always say to people, all cryptos have utility. You have to just define utility. What is the utility of a crypto? Some people will call me stupid when I say this, but let me prove it to you. If you create a crypto today, as long as you can exchange it for the US dollar or any currency on the planet, that is its first utility, currency exchange. However, there are other grander utility schemes or schemes or utility on a grander scheme. For example, XRP and XLM, they have utility. They will be used in the real world for peer-to-peer tokenization, as well as the movement of money and value from one place to the other over what is called a blockchain, right? So knowing that helps you to understand, right? When this thing takes over, when this new system eventually is actually, it's an integration, and the integration will kill off that which was old and stale and tired, just like cell phones to landlines. Landlines connected to individuals, to addresses, and cell phones connected to the individual. So in this house, there are 5 people. We had one landline. When my kids were growing up, it was just sitting there. 17 years ago, we moved into this place. It was just sitting there. And, you know, it's still there, but nobody even looks at it. I don't even remember it. It's actually forwarded to one number. And that's so when it rings, we don't even know is our landline that's ringing because we don't hear it ring anymore. Now there are 5 cell phones here. So that landline used to do $50 a month. You got a messaging on it, you voice message, you got international call, you got everything, for a little bit more, right? Local calls, whatever. And the companies used to have their big trucks. People would come, they would put, you had to have an appointment and all that. Now, 5 people in this house all have cell phones, and we have apps that we can communicate. Even we have a signal for the family. We have all these kinds of things. You see what I mean? So that's what crypto is doing. People who create a product and there is intrinsic value, and the community is the second thing. Every time a crypto is created and there's a community behind it, 50,000 people believe in that crypto, and they keep pushing it and they keep pushing it. Eventually, it finds utility. Now, all of them will not survive. Like I've said before, I think 99% of cryptos are going to go away. Actually, Brad Garlinghouse has said that in different forum or fora, and people have echoed it, and I echo it too. I believe that that's what's going to be the case. So even more than 99%, because the number of cryptos are increasing. So Pom.fun, all of these places where a crypto is released every 5 minutes. It's crazy. But that's non-regulated environment, right? But once it's regulated, regulation is like fire. It'll burn off all of those garbage, anything that's not, and then the true ones will rise. So Troco number, I don't know. You received a Tangem? Is that what you were talking about? The Tangem wallet is the way to go with respect to being able to quickly look at what happened recently, right? When the price of things begin to go up, some exchanges are going to play games. But they won't be able, I don't know what they would do if regulation is in place. Would they be able to steal people's crypto? But even the limitation of how much you can draw in a day, that's why Caleb and Brown became so successful, because in the past bull runs, people had run into problem with being able to cash out. So that's why they've been so successful with signing up a lot of clients, right? So having this cold wallet system really helps. On the Tangent wallet, you can swap several, and for those of you who are operating in the BNB space, Tangent really works well with BNB, with the Binance Smart Chain, and then Wikicat with their proprietary wallet, the Penny Wallet. Penny Wallet is still in developmental stages, but actually they just added a new update today, which is when you try to get a new coin, they will tell you whether it's a BEP20 or an ERC20 coin. This is very important because people have sometimes sent mismatched tokens. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So, happy Thanksgiving, Mike, Michael. God bless you. Have a good one, sir. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. And all the best to you this week. So I'm praying and trusting God for a glorious week for crypto. You use HBAR to swap to XDC. There you go, Delhi. And how easy was that, Delhi? Easy? Oh, thank you, Warrior. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, if you want to order any wallets, use my link. I get $5 for the Tangent. But it's just good. It's just good that people are listening and they are buying. I like to see the traffic. When I was looking at my Ledger traffic this morning, and it was interesting to see that quite a number of people had bought using my link. And I appreciate that. It's maybe Ledger gives $10 or something like that, but it's okay. It's not the money. It's about the fact that the word is getting out and people are doing what they should be doing, getting these things and, putting their stuff away. And please, any of you who have a ledger here, I appreciate, I plead with you, always check your ledger. Why? Firmware updates. So once a week or once in 2 weeks, go there, connect it to your computer, get in there, update anything that needs to be updated. Because when things move, it happened to me with Shiba. I've shared my story on here. Shiba spiked some years ago. I suddenly saw some very good money in my account. I'm like, I didn't work for this money. I just put it here. Oh, let me take the profit. And as soon as I connected my ledger, I was like, update, and you have the update takes a while. And when I say a while in the crypto world, 2 minutes is a long time when things are spiking, right? So yeah, easy as ABC. Someone use my room. So you pay it for each one. Yeah, you know what? Delhi, that's what somebody was saying that, oh, it's expensive. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, thank you for sharing. Well, like, what are you talking about? Why are you, why are people so, you want to get to an exchange because it's cheaper? You will not, it's because people are not dealing with big money yet. When you start dealing with $50,000, you realize that you don't want to just go to an exchange and get trapped there. So, and in the decent wallet too, you can swap. Just so you know, you can swap in the decent wallet. The Ledger Flex. No, no, no. Do you have one? The Ledger. I use the Ledger Nano X. That's what I have. It's a little older, but it's good. It does the job. So yeah, the Decent is very good too. I really like the Decent wallet. So you can also get the Decent wallet. My links are in the description if you are interested. If you are new to crypto and you're listening to me and watching and wondering what we're doing, I want to ask, is there anybody here from the Houston area? I will be back in Houston, Texas. I just put it on there, the VIP 101 conference, November 6 to 9 in Texas, where I will be doing 4 days of crypto education. So I want you to join me there by the grace of God, and I will be happy to help you, walk you with my friend Kryptonite. Send me an email, okay, and ask me any question you have about this event. Also, if you are, interested, we have go on to the memecoinology.io and just go on there. We have a 3 hour recording, 3 hour 15-minute recording of the conference we held on September 27th. Learn meme coins, learn how to use them to increase your wealth, to speed up wealth accumulation, and then how to move that into, because a lot of people, the problem they have is capital. See, when XLM was 10 cents and XRP was like maybe what it was, 45, 50 cents, a lot of people had a, there's like, they didn't buy. Now at this price, they're like, oh man, 1,000 XRP is going to cost me 2,500, 3,000. It's too much. Okay, so if you have 3,000, you can divide it. You can put 2,000 into this blue chip cryptos, then you put 1,000 into meme coins. Okay, but you have to select the meme coins carefully. In the memeconology course, we have 22 meme coins, and they're prophetic, all of them, right? So again, we've given you some of them here. You can just go ahead and buy the one you've been given. But if you want to have more like coaching intricacies, see how to buy, how to, use Pancake Swap and everything like that, you can spend that money. It's 350, and it's in a 3 hour session. And then also there's security. There's gold and precious metals section there also. So and there's the history of meme coins, how it came about, why meme coins, why do we invest in meme coins? So, and I remember talking about meme coins for the first time in, well, really asking my channel members go and invest in WikiCat, and it was one of the best calls on here. And everyone who's broker options seem to be far and few from international clients. Yes, they are. Yeah, the Decent wallet is very good. Tammy, if you're interested, you can also get the Tangem. I don't know if you did get one already. My life. Okay, tell me about it. What did you find? No, did I tell you it was not a nothing? I think I said so. I said I didn't think it was a nothing burger. I think they're really, really uh, ETN Electronium is going to explode. If you're holding Electronium, I'm telling you right here, right now. Oh my God. You know, if you can buy like 1 million Electronium, that would be good. Or you have like maybe 500,000. And let's look at the price of Electronium today. So it's 2 6 whatever one. So it's up by 2.91%. My life, I'm waiting for you to share with us. I'm also going to look at some of the comments. So that's electronium there. It's no, we didn't have a disagree. We didn't have an argument over it, right? We weren't going back and forth. So you had a position, but I wasn't going to push back. I just said, okay, well, I don't think so. I think that's what I can't remember the details, but yeah. My first ledger display safe, so I then had to order another one, which took me about a week, and then restart the new one. Exactly. ETN to the moon. Yes, ETN is going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excuse me. All right. Okay. Good. 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 So please use my link to buy your Tangem or your. You get a discount, by the way. So just remember that when you use that link. I did the Ellipal one. I encourage people to get Ellipal, and some people have gotten it. It was I saw quite the traffic with that one. That's good. That's awesome. My life, I don't want to trouble you, but um, I like reading from you. Like if you have anything, you can just email me. You're never a bother, just so you know. It would be nice to kind of see what your research was, where like I'm really serious about the collab. Yeah. She's I've met my life, we've talked. She's very intelligent. She doesn't like to believe that, but I tell you, God has blessed this channel with some very, very real souls. People that I think would be a blessing in the future, and even now, because as we travel, we need a solid community. One of the things about crypto is community, having a solid community. Okay, that's fine. All right, please. I owe you coffee, right? Which one do you like, Starbucks or tell me? And which donut do you like, Dunkin' Donut? My life, I'm waiting for your answer before I sign off. Let everybody know what you like. See that email about the ETN pastor. Oh God. Another person is Daniel too. We talk a lot, so I've got a good handle on some of the guys. There's Johnny Mata, there's Tommy. Tommy hasn't been here much, but we talk, and people are sound. I'm telling you, sound individuals, particularly in the member group. So I might do a member live later and talk about some stuff. So okay, all right. Let me pick up an Ellipal. Okay, yeah, yeah. The gains are going to be crazy. So let me my life and any other person here who has kind of like if you've been in the crypto space for a while, can you tell me what you guys think about? Would you be in agreement that there would probably be something that would happen in the next week or two with respect to crypto, and things would take off for a little bit? Chris, how you doing? I didn't know you snuck in. Where you been? Hit the like button, guys. Thank you, Chris. Did baby come yet? Yeah, pray for one of the young ladies, my worship leader. She's having a baby right now. She just texted me and she's asking for prayer. So if you could just pray for her, pray for Shay, ask the Lord to take control. So ETN has its own proprietary wallet, but I would I use the ETN wallet, but a lot of people are kind of leery of the ETN wallet because they think it's problematic. But I think what happened was that, you know how I said that the United Kingdom is very strong with their regulations. So they were the first to do their AML, which is the anti-money laundering, and the as part of their KYC. So that made the KYC very stringent, and so people didn't enjoy that. And but once you get through the KYC, you should be fine. But I don't like it for the fact that it's not your keys, not your crypto, right? They basically, it's their wallet, and you have all this stuff on it. So what I do, there's a workaround to put it on your ledger, but I don't really do that. The best solution, in my opinion, is the Rabbi wallet, the Rabbi wallet. So the Rabbi wallet is, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the top wallet, top hot wallet. So it's not a cold wallet, it's a hot wallet. You can also store on the Coinbase wallet, but I wouldn't do that. I don't want anything exchange. It's not my favorite place to go. So let me just show you the Rabbi wallet. It might be something you guys are in. So that's okay. So go to wallet for Ethereum and EVM. This is awesome. So you download this. I've got my right here. I've got my extension of the Rabbi wallet. You see that there? So if I click on this, I can just open my Rabbi wallet. I already have an address, create new address. So if I already have an address, it'll ask me to put my seed phrase in. I put my seed phrase in, confirm, and boom, I'm in. Okay. So that's, oh, sorry, I wasn't sharing this tab. My apologies. So that's how that works. So as you can actually have an extension on your desktop as well as your mobile phone. So so you can buy Electronium and you can move it, and you can buy ETN. What exchange do you use? Because you won't find ETN on a lot of exchanges. You'll find them on Coinex. You'll find them on Coinex is now banned in Canada, so I don't have access anymore. But you find them on KuCoin. KuCoin, Ontario. I don't know what you use in Quebec. So yeah, sorry, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, Tangem supports ETN. Yes, okay. Thank you for that information. Yeah. Have strategies for the upside and downside. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah. So that's, for me, for the downside, what would be the strategy? Hold, because I'm not selling in a down market. There's no way that's happening. But if you're in DeFi, like I said, it doesn't really matter. So if you're in the decentralized space, it's not an issue because your value is still working for you. So if you lose 30% of a $20,000 portfolio, that's 4,000 that drops by, but your asset is still working within the DeFi space for you. Okay, Coinbase and Kraken. Okay, so you won't find it on Coinbase or Kraken. Yeah, you will not. Some cryptocurrencies that have a big bang to them are not easily accessible in Canada and some parts of the US, but they are the ones that really, I think you can get ETN on Coinbase wallet. I think so. Nixon, do you know? I'm not too sure, but I believe. Hold on. Let's see. Electronium. Okay, so let's look at the markets for Electronium. Yeah. MEXC. Okay, so you can get it on MEXC. And Delhi, MEXC is available in Canada. That's if you're thinking of putting a good chunk on Electronium for the long haul. You can get it on MEXC, and MEXC is a big one. I wouldn't go with Biconomy. I don't know. That's not just me. So KuCoin, MEXC are the two big ones. Gate is also there too. Yeah. I mean, there's not that much volume, or the 24-hour volume is 1.39 million. Market cap is 48.26 million. This thing is gonna, when it rips, is gonna fly. It's gonna fly. It's gonna fly. All right. Well, it's been a good morning. You can't swap for ETN on the Tangent wallet. Uh, did you say? Did you just say Tangent supports ETN? I thought you said so. I haven't put. I don't have my anything on my. I don't have ETN on Tangent. I've had my Tangent for. I mean, my ETN for a while, but you've been trying since 2023 to get it. It's available on KuCoin. Do you have access to KuCoin in your region, in your province? So you can get it on KuCoin. You can get it on. Do you have MetaMask? Delhi, do you have MetaMask? Yeah, try Mexi or try MetaMask. So you go on MetaMask, you add Electronium as a custom token on MetaMask. I need to do videos for Canadian people because I live in Canada and a lot of people in Canada don't know what to do. So you can do, we used to use the ShakePay app. You download the ShakePay app, and then from there you send your crypto either in Bitcoin or Ethereum to KuCoin or to any other exchange, and then that's where you buy. Yes, he's a master strategist. Yes. So you can also use MetaMask. Add it as a custom token. There are videos on YouTube how to add Electronium to MetaMask. Once you add it to MetaMask, you should be able to swap. Now, I noticed that I updated my MetaMask recently and I saw that it was a different interface. So that could have changed, but it's it's almost like they're making it harder for people to get certain cryptos. Have you seen that? Yeah. Okay. So yesterday I told you about MetaMask and all of these other ones that now have cards. I think you should be looking at those. MetaMask now they don't have cards for Canada, but Ledger, you can Delhi, you can actually apply for a Ledger card. Do you have your Ledger card? That's one way you have to be ready. We should stop. Yes. Mexi. You should look at the Ledger card because it's going to really, really be very useful as we go along. Some people are thinking of going to the bank to cash their crypto. I don't. You won't be able to cash your crypto in the bank that easy. $1 million in the banking system, it'll happen eventually, but right now they are not very friendly to crypto because crypto is threatening their existence. So hey, Pastor Andre Carter, everybody, welcome Pastor Andre into the house. Dr. Carter is in the house. Woo-hoo. Yeah, so MetaMask not available for USA. Depending on where you are though. Oh, the card. Okay, yeah. But the Ledger card is available. That's why I would recommend a Ledger. Now, some people don't like the Ledger, but again, you gotta look at the Ledger Nano X is still okay. Yeah. So what you do, Delhi, I'm gonna show you right now. So what you do, you go onto your Ledger. This is the last thing I'll do. Then I'll get off of here. I'll go have some tea, and so once you get into your Ledger. Delhi, are you still on here? I'm doing this just for you. Just you. I'm focused on goals. So this is what you do. You apply for this card, okay? Spend your crypto or use it as collateral. You can choose to spend crypto or use crypto draft and stable loan features, which give you a line of credit to spend by using crypto as collateral. Rate starts from 0%, whatever they didn't say. Crypto draft, okay? Earn cash back on every purchase. So this is shop online or in store with your CL card and earn 1% cash back in Bitcoin, USDT, or 2% in BXX with more crypto cash back. Once you apply, you will get the card. I think within 15 minutes, you have the card. It's going to be an e-card, all right? You got it? So Delhi, let me show you what I have here. So I don't have my ledger card on my phone, but I can add it. You can add it to your Apple Pay. Once you add it to your Apple Pay, you can. I pick people sometimes like that. That's how I found my life, and she's one of the best blessings on this channel. You know, there's a lot of them, a couple of them like that. So I just see the name and it's like, okay, talk to that person. Everybody's important. Don't mind me. Okay, so let me show you. So here's a card that I have. Okay, see, this is the ShakePay card. So if you have a ShakePay Canadian account, that's another off ramp. So if you're in Canada and you're watching me right now, download the ShakePay app. It's a bank. It's a bank, fully licensed. You can even get your salary on there. Every time you spend money with the card, you get Bitcoin. You just, and when you shake it, if you shake it every day, you get Satoshis. I've shown you this before. If you're in Canada, download this one. Okay. That's good. You have this also. That's ShakePay. So you don't like it? Oh, I like it. It works for me. So why don't you like it? Why don't you like it? Tell me. So those are things that are going to become more prevalent. So if you have, you see the way when you open your wallet, you see so many cards, grocery cards, this and that, all kinds of shopping cards. Yeah, all those are gonna go away. You have this one that's on your phone will be almost everything. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I've been using it now for today. Actually, I checked and I saw that. Yesterday I checked and I saw that I had $16 Bitcoin. So I moved it to my ledger. So I accumulate Bitcoin with it. Just by spending, I get Bitcoin. Well, I set it to use to round up everything into Bitcoin. So do you have Ledger? My life. Do you use Ledger? Let's ask the question right now. Is the Ledger card available in the US? So May 28, 2025, my life. It says Ledger is thrilled to announce that it is expanding. Let me share it with you guys so we can all read together. I'm feeling sleepy already. Spend your crypto with Ledger. The CL card comes to the US. My life, you are blessed. Here it is. We're excited to announce that the CL card will be expanding across the United States, a significant step forward in maximizing what you can do with your crypto. Crypto isn't just about hodling, it's about having the freedom to use your assets when you want, how you want, while maintaining the self-custody and financial autonomy that make cryptocurrency relevant in the first place. So much more than just another crypto card. The CL card, powered by banks, also offers 1% BTC cashback on your purchases, providing an effortless DCA-like approach to gradually acquiring Bitcoin. Okay, America's regulatory Bitcoin breakthrough. So for years, launching crypto products in the US meant navigating unclear rules, and close to 28% of American adults own crypto. So this was published on the May 28, 2025. So what you do is you go into your Ledger account, go into your Ledger account, the wallet. Yeah, the wallet. So you can apply for a card. If you don't like it, then don't just delete it from your phone. Don't use it. But it's very good for me. I actually, because my kids are younger, right? All of my children have it and my wife. So I told them download it. So every time they shake their phone every day, they get a little Bitcoin, just a little Satoshi. So I shook it this morning while I was talking to you guys, and he said, "No, you can't. You've shaken enough. Stop." See, too much shaking right there. Too much shaking. See that? So does that make sense to everyone here? What do you mean, Adeni Olamide? What did you say? I don't understand your question. Please rewrite your question. Chip pay. Yeah. Like again, see, you for your Ledger card, you can add it to your Apple Pay or your Google Pay, right? And then you just okay, good. So it's coming. It'll be. It was like that for about a year for Canada. I just applied for mine and I got it. So and the good news is it's an off ramp. So as you pile on profits on your XRP, you can choose to spend off. But here's the thing: if you're spending $10,000 off your XRP, make sure that you are keeping track, right? Because the good news is Ledger keeps track. You can actually export your in a CSV format your records. It also shows you, and you can use Koinly as well. You can download Koinly, the app that actually has only read access to your files. You can integrate it and give it an entry into your, you know, it's the best. The Canada Revenue Agency, the IRS, the Australian government, all of them, they like that app because it does a very brilliant job. By the way, I don't even think those apps are private companies. I think they have investment from government agencies. I don't, because everything just seems to work so neatly together that you wonder somebody is actually, you know, you know. So the Five Eyes agree, and they say, "Oh, we like this app." Oh, yeah, it's good for reporting. So that May 28, May 2025 was their recent announcement. So it's probably coming. Yes, that's what it is. Earn a yield and use it. That's why you spend the USDT, not the XRP. But if you want to spend XRP, you can do the same as well. But you don't have to spend XRP. Remember, you're going to be spending either USDT or USDC. It's your yield that you're spending. So this is why you have to be in DeFi. That's how I started. Wario, if you're here earlier, I started talking about DeFi at the beginning. Yeah, that it said it's supposed to be, but my life just checked and she said it's not yet available. So probably before the end of the year. But there's other. I did a go and read my article on. Let me share it with you guys. My article on off ramps. If you're interested, read the article on off ramps. I share how you. Again, my Patreon is live now, so you guys can go follow me there. Let me just give you this article. It's very. I think I tried my best with it. Hold on, I'm just opening it up here. So if you haven't read it, please go read it, because what I did there is to try to share. I talked about oiling your crypto off ramps. So here it is. Oil your crypto off ramps, and then I talked about certain card, how you can get some cards. Debit cards are one of the best approaches because you can easily sell into USDT or USDC. My preference is USDC, right? Store in USDC and then spend out of that. I've talked to you guys from last year about Zaman. Daniel, one of our moderators here, downloaded Zaman and did some extensive research on it. He was blown away by what he found. Is a an XRPL wallet. There's also another wallet called the Joey wallet. It's also an XRP wallet. The point is having these different wallets on the XRP ledger would help. Now, the good thing about Zaman is that they've integrated RL. Actually, it has RLUSD and USDC on it. And from there, you can enter the decentralized space for the XRP ledger as well, which is actually beginning to grow. So a lot of information, but all I'm trying to say here is Just the way you carry cards around, they are giving those same cards because MasterCard is not going to sit by. Visa is not going to sit by. American Express is not going to sit by and see all of this massive trillions of dollars flowing across their front yard and they're not going to do anything about it. I'm telling you, they're on the money. They're moving. So that's why they're handing these cards out. They are debit cards, they are not credit cards, which is better, right? So and Warrior 1985. The other thing also you want to put in mind is right now, yes, it will be spending your capital. But if XRP or XLM jump all the way by 7 times, and you had decided that you had a plan that you were going to take 25%, right, of your profit, and you do that, and 25% comes to a lot of money. Well, it's sitting in USDC. You can now use the card to spend. You don't have to pass it through the banking system. That's what I was trying to say. Because you have it in your cold wallet, you can spend it. And they already have Koinly. Do you see how the system is completely going away from the traditional system? So you sell, your profit is in USDC, in a cold wallet, in Tangem or anything else or whatever. But or if it's in a wallet that has a debit card, you can actually spend that debit card. So if the debit card has a limit of 5,000 and you wanted to buy a refrigerator that is $3,000, swoop, you pay. It goes through, no problem. Yes, it will. The Firelight is the next thing that's coming up. Yeah. Yes. Firelight is going to be big. My life, have you jumped on the FX assets yet? Yes or no? Are you in that sandbox? All right, I'm going to be getting off of here. Thank you guys for yes, it is, but there's also the other side, which like on the Patreon, I'm going to be talking about all these things. We're going to be seeing that there's another side to wealth creation and wealth accumulation, and the proceeds that people are probably not ready for. A lot of people say things like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to help everybody in my family. Oh, I'm going to help." They're not prepared. There's a video on the Patreon that you can watch. It's for free. There's different levels of membership on Patreon, so go check me out there. I just shared the article, but thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you all. My life, I asked a question. Do you have an answer? I'm gonna get off of here. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for all those who joined me this Monday morning. It's a holiday here, so just having some time here. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye.